The day my husband was exposed in a packed Los Angeles courtroom, he finally realized the woman he tried to erase was the one who destroyed everything he stole. My name is Claire. For most of my adult life, I believed loyalty was my greatest strength. I believed love meant patience. I believed that if I worked hard, stayed honest, and gave everything to my family, life would protect me in return. I was wrong. I met my husband, Evan, 12 years ago in Santa Monica. He was charming, ambitious, and loud about his dreams. I was quieter. I handled the details, numbers, contracts, systems. While he talked about becoming successful, I made it happen behind the scenes. We built a real estate business together. On paper, he was the face. In reality, I ran the finances, negotiated contracts, and managed every dollar that came in or went out. We had one daughter, a house overlooking the city, friends who called us the perfect couple. Inside, I was tired but proud. I thought we were building something permanent. I didn't know I was building my own cage. The first crack was money. Small things. Missing transfers. Accounts I didn't recognize. When I asked, Evan laughed it off. "You're overthinking again," he said, smiling like I was a child. Then came the distance. Late nights. The phone is always face down. Sudden trips I wasn't invited on. One night, while folding laundry, his phone lit up on the bed. A woman's name I didn't know. A message I couldn't unsee. I hate hiding. I want our life already. My hands shook so badly I dropped the phone. When I confronted him, he didn't deny it. He didn't apologize. He told me I was bored, that I'd changed, that the woman he was seeing made him feel alive. That was the night I broke. I cried on the bathroom floor until the sun came up. For my marriage. For my daughter. For the years I gave away believing love was enough. I almost walked away then. Almost. That night wasn't the end of the betrayal. It was the beginning of something worse. After I confronted Evan, his behavior shifted completely. He stopped pretending. The warmth disappeared. The house felt colder, quieter, like I was already a ghost walking through rooms that no longer belonged to me. Then the humiliation started. He began bringing her into places that used to be mine. Restaurants we went to as a family. Events where people knew me. Friends stopped calling. Invitations disappeared. I later found out he had been telling everyone I was unstable, that I was emotionally checked out, that the affair happened because I pushed him away. I questioned myself constantly. Was I really that invisible? One afternoon, I went to the office we built together. The receptionist avoided my eyes. My keycard didn't work. That's when I knew. I asked to see Evan. His assistant told me he was busy. I waited. An hour passed. Then 2. Finally, I was escorted out like a stranger. I sat in my car and screamed until my throat burned. That was the moment I nearly gave up. I considered disappearing, taking my daughter and leaving the state, starting over with nothing, letting him win just so the pain would stop. But that night, something inside me hardened. I opened my laptop. What I found made my hands go numb. While I was grieving my marriage, Evan had been draining accounts quietly, transferring money into LLCs I never approved, using my digital signatures on documents I never signed. Assets we built together were being stripped down, renamed, and reassigned like I never existed. I realized the affair wasn't impulsive. It was strategic. He wasn't just replacing me emotionally. He was erasing me financially. I barely slept for days. My body functioned on coffee and adrenaline. I cried in the shower so my daughter wouldn't hear. I smiled for her sake while my world collapsed behind my eyes. There was a moment, alone in the kitchen at 3 a.m., where I whispered out loud, "I can't do this." That's when my phone buzzed. A notification from our shared accounting software. A mistake on his part. One number out of place. One transfer timestamped incorrectly. It was small, insignificant to anyone else. To me, it was proof. Proof that he wasn't as untouchable as he thought. I wiped my face, closed my laptop, and made a decision that changed everything. I stopped reacting. I stopped confronting. I stopped crying in front of him. Instead, I started watching. The betrayal didn't stop. It escalated. Within weeks, Evan locked me out of business accounts, changed passwords, removed my access quietly, legally, efficiently. He served me divorce papers and froze our shared assets. That's when I understood. This wasn't just an affair. This was theft. I was angry, but anger alone doesn't win wars. I stayed calm. I stayed silent. I let him believe I was broken. Behind the scenes, I documented everything. Every transaction. Every shell company. Every forged signature. Every illegal transfer he assumed I'd never catch. I hired the best forensic accountant in California. A lawyer who didn't blink when I showed him the files. Evan underestimated me. That was his last mistake. The courtroom was packed. Friends. Investors. Business partners. The woman he cheated with sat beside him. Confident. Polished, smiling. Until the evidence appeared. Screens lit up with timelines. Bank trails. Emails. Recorded calls. The judge leaned forward. Gasps filled the room. Evan's face drained of color as his empire collapsed line by line. Fraud. Embezzlement. Marital asset theft. The moment came when the judge asked if I wished to speak. I stood. Hand steady. Voice clear. I didn't come here for revenge, I said. I came for the truth. That was the thumbnail moment. Me standing tall. Him exposed. The room is silent. Evan lost everything. The business. The house. His reputation. Court orders returned what he stole. Criminal investigations followed. Investors walked away. The woman he cheated with disappeared before the verdict was even finished. As for me, I rebuilt it. Slowly. Quietly. Stronger. I learned that love without respect is a lie. That silence can be a strategy. That justice doesn't need screaming, just patience. I didn't win by destroying him. I won by surviving him. And walking away with my name, my dignity, and my future intact.
Before you go, I just want to say thank you for spending your time with this story and being part of this journey. If this video moved you, taught you something, or made you feel less alone, please like the video and share it with someone who might need to hear it today. And if you haven't already, subscribe to Revenge Uncut. We're working hard to reach our first 1,000 subscribers, and your support truly means everything to us. Every single subscription helps this channel grow and allows us to keep bringing you real, emotional, and powerful stories like this one. Most importantly, leave a comment below. Tell us what you felt, what stood out to you, or what this story meant to you. We genuinely read every single comment, and your words inspire us more than you know. Thank you for being here, thank you for your support, and thank you for being part of the Revenge Uncut family.